Every great leader knows that sometimes the best way to win is to share. Today's story is a great example of this. It's about a man named Ethioman who grew up in a village in Ethiopia. Ethioman was known throughout the village for his big heart and his belief that sharing was the most powerful way to lead. Their fields were filled with nutritious crops like teff, barley, and sorghum. After gathering the harvest, Ethioman noticed that some of their neighbors were struggling because their crops had failed due to the unpredictable weather. Whenever he saw someone struggling, he would lend a hand, offering his time and energy without expecting anything in return. In turn, the villagers came to trust and respect Ethioman because they knew he wasn't selfish but cared about the well-being of everyone in the community, even though they had worked hard but had very little to eat. It's about sharing our energy, our ideas, our hope, and our willingness to make a positive impact on the world. If we all do our part, no matter how small, we can create a ripple effect that inspires others to join us and make our communities a better place for everyone. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and leave a like. See you next time. Over the years, Ethioman's acts of generosity inspired many young leaders in the village. One day, the village faced a big challenge. Their shared water source, which was vital for crops and daily life, started to break down. The villagers came together to discuss how to fix it, and many suggested calling a professional engineer to assess the situation. However, Ethioman had a different idea. He proposed that they should work together to fix the water source, drawing upon the collective wisdom and skills of the community. At first, some villagers were skeptical, wondering if they could really do it without an expert. But Ethioman's belief in their abilities was contagious. He reminded them of all the times they had come together to solve problems in the past and encouraged them to try. Inspired by Ethioman's words, the villagers worked together to repair the water source. They shared tools and resources and helped each other with the tasks, drawing upon the unique skills each person had to offer. Finally, they fixed the water source and it became even stronger and more reliable than before. The villagers realized that they had not only solved a major problem, but had also grown closer together through their shared effort. This experience further solidified Ethioman's reputation as a great leader. The villagers understood that he didn't hold back his knowledge or skills, but shared them freely, helping everyone grow and succeed. When Ethioman shared his skills and knowledge, he sparked a desire in others to do the same. For instance, when he shared stories he learned from the village elders, it kept their traditions alive and gave the younger generation a sense of pride in their culture. Instead of keeping all the food for themselves, Ethioman convinced his family to share their extra crops with the struggling families. At first, some family members were hesitant, thinking they should use the extra crops to get a better price at the market. But Ethioman insisted that helping their neighbors was the right thing to do. So they shared their harvest, providing food for those in need. He learned this important lesson from his parents at a very young age. They always taught him that no matter what you have, if you share it, you always have enough. And more importantly, you build strong relationships with the people around you. He learned a long time ago that sharing can bring people together and make them want to follow him. Let's dive into the story. A long time ago, in a village nestled amidst rolling hills and terraced fields in Ethiopia, there lived a young man named Ethioman. One day, Ethioman and his family had an amazing harvest. This act of generosity not only helped the struggling families, but also created a strong bond between them and Ethioman's family. People in the village started to notice Ethioman's acts of generosity and kindness. One day, Ethioman saw an elderly neighbor struggling to repair her hut. Without hesitation, he gathered some of the village's young men and set to work repairing her hut. As the news of their efforts spread, more villagers joined in, contributing whatever they could to help. Soon, the hut was not only repaired, but it was stronger and more beautiful than before. Seeing the positive impact he had on the community, Ethioman continued to find ways to give back. He would teach younger kids how to weave baskets or carry water from the nearby river to their fields. As Ethioman grew older, he continued to lead by example, showing the villagers that true strength comes not from taking, but from giving. By sharing his experiences and insights, Ethioman didn't just educate the youth, but also empowered them to become leaders themselves. So remember, friends, just like Ethioman, sharing isn't just about giving things away.